Hello, my name is Tristus. I am the Prime Minister of the Peaceful Alliance of the World. In my dimension, Earth has two worldwide federations, the PAW and the Freedom Accord. We do not need to divulge into such details as of now. Today's transmission concerns a serious topic. I have authorized that a transmission be released containing the majorly accepted philosophy of our dimension to foster understanding between our two universes. Our philosophy is commonly referred to as fractalism, referencing the geometrical concept of a fractal. A fractal is a shape that never ends, its structure repeating infinitely. Our understanding of our universe is a novel philosophical concept, so it is hoped that engaging scientific discourse can be conducted through this communication channel. Before we begin, a necessary concept should be explained first. A common idea within the fractalism framework is the concept that spacetime does not follow a temporal, or the common perception of time, but rather spacetime is a fourth-dimensional hypersphere, with time acting as the fourth geometric axis. This model allows for the core rule of fractalism. All universes must begin with a big bang and end with a big crunch, collapsing in on themselves. How this would work is only theoretical, that's why this model remains philosophy. In our universe, we have already confirmed the existence of others. You're living proof. These transmissions aren't for fun and games. They're a preemptive diplomatic gesture. We send our regards. Nonetheless, the core concept of fractalism lies on the existence of other dimensions. Fractalism expresses that, our universe being a hypersphere, there are infinite more hyperspheres next to ours in a line. Then next to this line is infinite other lines, and then infinite more planes, and fields, and so on, through all the geometric dimensions. There are so many universes next to each other, it forms a fractal. But then next to this fractal, there's an infinite line of other fractals, which then has infinite more lines next to it, and so on. The infinity is hierarchical. It builds on itself. It's infinity to the power of infinity. The number of universes, the number of possibilities, is so mind-numbingly complex that we as a society are incapable of comprehending it. Based on current data, we assume you aren't either. Each universe is the base unit of the fractal, forming larger and larger shapes as you look outward. Amount of universes mean there are infinite possibilities represented, but each possibility is also represented in all possible variations, and the refinement of this concept allows for the infinity. The difference between dimensions eventually becomes so minute we would refer to them as identical by our standards, but it would be incorrect to do so. As a thought experiment, imagine saying hello, then imagine all the ways to say hello in English, then all the ways to say hello in every language to exist, then all English words in every language, perhaps these could be greetings in a different place, then all words in all languages as greetings, then languages that don't exist yet, every word from those, then imagine nonverbal greetings, then nonverbal animal greetings, then ones that don't exist, then nonverbal expressions in general, then things that can't even be comprehended. All of this could be considered a greeting somewhere else than your dimension. This philosophy takes fractal geometry and applies it to cosmology. It's what has led to the unification of most of modern Earth in our universe. The acceptance of other dimensions and our own unimportance has led to greater understanding between ourselves. In our dimension, science is the most important intellectual pursuit. Some among us describe the PAW as a parliamentary technocracy, which is a fitting description. If the cosmos is truly a fractal, as we have reason to believe, then this has important implications for society. For one, infinite possibilities imply rigidity. The universes in the fractal presumably have to remain unique. Either every dimension within the fractal is shifting at all times to account for every event. More likely, every event is predetermined. This is not fate. Fate implies connotation. We have seen no evidence to suggest that universes pick and choose who to reward and who to harm. They are not conscious beings. Instead, since time is a geometric axis, every moment in time since the universe starts already exists as a point on the axis. As objects travel along the axis, they move to positions that they were already moving to when the universe began. Universes don't just appear in our belief either. They already exist in the past, present, and future. Time is a universal axis. The universe that will next occupy the space you reside in is already decided, just like the one before it. Each hypersphere expands, then begins to collapse, delaying and then accelerating the death of objects in each universe. It then has a Big Bang again, immediately being replaced by the next one. Secondly, this means that everything within this fractal is infinitesimally small compared to how many other people and things there are. We are impossibly inconsequential. We have come to accept this fact. Many among you, in your dimension, continue to believe that humans are a superior species. This is a fallacy. We don't mean to insult you, but we're more practical than to believe that. Finally, we manage the burden of this philosophy by finding meaning in possibility. There is no such thing as constant fulfillment, but there's also no such thing as eternal depression. Change is inevitable. An idiom your dimension knows well. We will try to make life better for ourselves in our own universe, and come together for peace. There's no point in harming each other for power, or control, or money. It's all meaningless. What is meaningful is short moments of happiness, the things that make living worthwhile. We strive for making life better, more enjoyable for everyone we can. We try not to sensationalize or dwell on tragedy, because there's no changing it. There's nothing you can do after it happens except provide support. There are some on our Earth who do not have this mindset. The Freedom Accord, they call themselves, ruled by their president, Ozzy. Most, not by choice. Nonetheless, I want to share my own opinions on fractalism. As Prime Minister, I was involved in popularizing this mindset, since I believe in it very strongly. I don't think it's that useful to share my opinion, but there's not much else to say about it. Perhaps my perspective will add additional context to your understanding. I do not tend to have strong opinions about anything, but fractalism is very important to me. I had a very difficult childhood, as Avalon in my universe is a very real and very violent place. On a side note, it's interesting that your dimension contains people who write stories and draw art similar to how we experience life. We view it as a testament to the geometry of the fractal. But, as for my childhood, I'll spare you the details. All you need to know is that it changed me as a person. Since that time, I've been unable to experience proper emotions. I don't remember what it's like to feel them either. Fractalism provides me a sense of comfort, almost, an explanation for the way things are that is more scientific in origin, and less rooted in constructs. Of course, constructs will always be present. Society has advanced too far for them not to be. Practicality is the only thing that matters to me. As far as I know, I've never known empathy, but I still constantly look for ways to innovate the lifestyle of people on my planet towards a prosperous unification. Fractalism is one way to do that. It brings people together. There's no more quarrel over who's better, or who's inherently evil, or which god is real and which isn't. Everyone accepts a simple fact. Nothing we do matters on a grand scale, and that's empowering. We can shift focus from desperately trying to explain the universe, and instead try to solve our own problems. We needn't focus on things we can't control, things we can't prove. We simply need to improve and work on what we want to achieve for ourselves. Less carbon emissions, lowering crime rate, equal rights, all these things become the forefront of attention. We don't trouble ourselves with media. Science and social technologies are the global focus. I think it's a wonderful way to live. I've seen many people in your dimension who I'm sure would argue otherwise. America used to have a saying in our universe before the restructuring: a house divided against itself cannot stand. It's the same with people. How can you expect people to work together if they expect fully opposing things? Fractalism isn't an end-all be-all. For as long as people have lived, innovation has prospered. There will almost certainly come a time in our dimension that this belief is innovated upon, but it's likely not now. You don't have to agree with what I'm saying, or even listen to every minor detail. The message is more important than teaching you our beliefs. Without unity, society will fail. There needs to be something, a driving force, that brings everyone on your planet together. For us, it was a terrible tragedy. The restructuring took less than 5 years, and in that time, well over half the world accepted this belief. Your dimension needs the same, something important, something powerful. This shows everyone just how important it is to work together, to be vulnerable, honest, and thoughtful, to be open-minded. In conclusion, we have made our case clear. We will maintain diplomatic communications, hopefully helping you towards this goal. Your world needs unity, like ours needed fractalism.